Hello, everyone. I'm glad to welcome you to the channel. I've decided to talk a bit about the top weapons in the game right now and what you should aim for. This will be the top 5 weapons that are worth using most often, especially since we recently got new weapons, the fists. Please note that this list is more focused on PvE mode rather than PvP mode. In our game, there are 9 types of weapons: bow, scythe, tornado, demonic sword, antique sword, Atreus toy, saw, spear, fists, and staff. They all have their differences, with some having active skills and some not, but there are those that are used less frequently, and I'll say a few words about them. In my opinion, the worst weapon is the staff, which isn't used anywhere special. While its animation is interesting, it's easy to dodge its projectile attacks, making it useful only with diagonal shots during certain boss battles. Atreus toy, I'd say, is a joke from the developers that hasn't gained much attention. The crossbow is also not a very interesting weapon in the game due to its low attack speed, but in some situations it can help you, especially with the new skin. It's unremarkable and not worth your consideration. Tornado, on the other hand, is a decent weapon that's worth using for farming various boss battles. Its advantage is the ability to shoot on the way out, dealing more damage when it returns to your hand. It's excellent for events with lots of mobs, as it can hit multiple enemies at once. I use it quite often, but it's only in 7th place on my list. In 6th place, we have the Scythe. Some might argue and place it higher, but I consider its efficiency and how frequently people use it. The Scythe has a great built-in ability, a headshot when the enemy has less than 30% health. This only works in PvE mode and doesn't affect bosses. It's most commonly used in challenging heroic mode boss battles where mobs have a lot of health. However, it's slow, and you'll need to take a couple of projectile flight enhancements to make it effective, but its damage output is high. Unfortunately, it's only in 6th place. Now, let's get to the top 5. At number 5, we have the saw, a very interesting and fast weapon. It's often used in lower-level boss battles for quick progression and farming equipment. It lacks damage and may struggle against bosses, but it's great for PvP due to its attack speed. On higher levels, it gives you a bit of evasion and attack. Although the attack increase is not significant, it's still quite versatile in all aspects of the game. I'll place the bow at 4th. It's the first and most versatile weapon with a well-balanced attack and projectile speed, increased critical damage, and is suitable for all trials, such as both PvP and PvE modes. If you want your bow to shoot even faster, take a couple of attack speed enhancements, and it will become a more powerful weapon with a higher critical chance. It's frequently used in PvP because of its balance, critical damage, and attack. In my opinion, the bow will always remain a relevant weapon. At number 3, we have the spear. In some cases, I'd place it even higher, but for now, it's in the 3rd spot. This versatile weapon comes with excellent animation, a great attack speed, and its damage output increases consistently. Many players try to quickly upgrade it to Chaos and use it in all PvE modes. In higher grades, it deals powerful blows and increases attack speed, and it's essential to get a skin for this weapon, which also boosts your attack speed. Personally, I plan to focus on the spear in the near future. 2nd place goes to 2 weapons, the demonic sword and the antique sword, which have different bonuses but are quite similar. Many players use one of these two as their main weapons because they haven't obtained the top weapon in the game yet. Both weapons have active skills, but they are rarely used. They excel in close combat, so keep that in mind. In PvP mode, they are unplayable and meant solely for PvE mode. They are significantly stronger than previous weapons at starting levels and offer many bonuses, as you can read in the descriptions, if you haven't acquired the top 1 weapon in the game. And finally, the top 1 weapon is the fists. It's the first S-grade class weapon to appear in the game, and it's now the top 1 weapon. Fists also have an active skill, though it's rarely used. This weapon is significantly stronger than all previous ones and excels in both close combat and ranged combat. As you progress and level it up, it outperforms previous weapons by a large margin. For instance, a legendary grade fist will outclass a Titan grade antique sword. It also has a decent critical hit chance, and on the ancient legendary grade, it provides a significant attack boost compared to previous weapons. The faster you move and deal damage to enemies, the more evasion you'll have. It's also suitable for PvP, although you'll need some time to get used to it. So this is the top list for 2023. We may soon see several new weapons that could top the rankings. And yes, I think that already in 2024 we will see a lot of interesting things from developers. I do not exclude that new sets and new gradations of weapons will appear in the game that will make our game even cooler. In the meantime, enjoy the game and be sure to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.